Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
How to tell if your teen is browsing websites? That's an article that we've got on LockerGnome.com right now. That might be interesting. We don't have a teen yet, though, do we, honey? No. Not that we know of, because we've only... Yeah, thank gosh. I think a teen would be nice. I think there are a few people out there who want to be adopted. Would you want to be adopted? If we gave you a chance to be adopted by Diana and myself and be a part of our family, would you take that opportunity to be adopted? Well, if you do have a teenager living in your house and you are worried about them watching adult things, this, by the way, this show is generally PG. Parental guidance is suggested. But we've got an article that can help you, as a parent, keep an eye on your child. And if you are a teen, yes, you still are, by law, a child. We've got an article to help you keep an eye out on that. We'll be covering that today, as well as how to use advanced sharing in Windows 7, 5 new computer buying myths, tablet computers of the features we'd like to see. Oh, I'm sorry, of the futures, did I say? There's only one future, really, and I wasn't trying to confuse anybody. One future. We're talking about things we would like to see in tablets of the future. Humble beginnings in web development, advice for newbies. So any web developers, wannabe web developers out there, there's an article for you. 3 strategies for work-life balance. Which is yours? Don't really have much of a work-life balance anymore. It's all in one. And I know some of you have been wondering where today's vlog is. It's not up. It's done. It's edited. After we're done broadcasting live, TLDR, then we're going to upload the vlog. So it'll happen every day after the live show. The reason why we're doing this is because, one, we like seeing you suffer. 2, because we believe that, in your list of latest YouTube videos, the latest video from one producer will show up. So if we upload the vlog in the morning and then do TLDR in the afternoon, you may not see TLDR show up in your list. So what we're doing is kind of reversing it. We're doing TLDR first, and then we'll have the latest vlog writing at the top for approximately 24 hours, unless, of course, we upload any other videos in between. Although I'm doing my best to try to, get as much as that happens on a daily basis into the video. So, like, instead of doing separate Lego videos, kind of putting them into the vlog that everyone seems to like. And it hasn't been a problem with that, really. At least we haven't seen too many complaints there. So just so you know, you haven't missed anything. Although I'm curious, the YouTube stats seem to be stuck for yesterday's vlog. It's like only a couple thousand of you guys saw it, which is a little concerning. But hopefully more than that. So speaking of seeing how we can get people to watch, let's tell people over there on Facebook and Twitter that we are broadcasting live. I'm going to use the statement, "Oops, I did it again." Not because I like Britney Spears or that I even knew that was a Britney Spears song. That was a guess. Is that what it was? Okay, I wasn't sure. Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, I kind of get them mixed up, really. And I guess they're not different. Or I guess they're not different. They're not the same people. Let's go ahead and welcome everybody, if we can, while we're going ahead and sharing and plus oneing and tweeting and retweeting and whatnotting out over the interwebs. Ed, the Nitrum 24, Yamazaru Ninja, JR89, Team Warrior, Right Noob, Tech Guru, Harrison _ we also have Troy Rudder, Matt Guru 15, Kyle K, and who's here on YouTube? We have Mac App Reviews 101, Apple Quad Core, Akasha Hart. Did I get it right that time? She's the one who sent the little Lego minifig yesterday. It was kind of nice. One Radical Dude, Matthew Sabia, TCP Net, Family 8626, Imbalance by Design, the Browntown 21. These are the YouTubies. You have a new nickname now, YouTubies. Hope you enjoy that. YouTubies. We also have Backdoor Check, Zach VA, JR for Real 1, Owl Q, Poner Films, watching live on YouTube. Thank you for liking this live video, and I know 54 of you have done that, which is pretty cool, honestly. If I, do say so myself, it's pretty nice to know that you are liked. We like it when we get liked, so let me go ahead and like the video too. It's pretty easy to do. You press the little like button, And then down below it, what will pop up is a little Facebook button and a Twitter button and a G Plus button. Use one of those, or all of them, to let people know that you are watching live. Or as I said, oops, I did it again. Share. And you could also reshare that from Google Plus. 1.2 million people have circled me on Google Plus. That's an insane amount of people, honestly. Let's see here. Ooh. People want more shout-outs. Hedge, Cliff Edge, JD270992, Cameron D. Ryan 1, iTutorial UK, Boko Crew. He says, F yeah. Love seeing your show. One love from Portugal. Is that how they do it? They beat their chest and then they point or something like that? I don't know. I'm pretending like I'm cool. And appreciate the support if you don't believe that I'm cool. Pretend. Let's just pretend for the next 30 minutes or so that I'm really cool. It's never happened before, though, honey. You would never date me if I was cool, would you?
No.
Yeah. But you married me. That, I think, gave me a couple of cool points. At least that I hope. I really do. I hope we're cool in other people's eyes. That's kind of what we drive for. This is the geeky part of the day. Yeah, right. As if the other parts of the day aren't geeky. This is the part of the day where we will have discussions, answer questions, give answers, things that are geeky in nature, possibly tech-related. Items posted to LockerGnome.com, news, how-tos, reviews, J. Cruz. Isn't that a clothing line? Yeah. Or is it a rapper? Yeah, isn't he a rapper, though? But isn't he the rapper with the clothing line? Thank you for joining us for the LockerGnome Daily Report, also known as TLDR for short. And I am short, but I am sitting down. And that's a good thing, because if I was standing up, you would see this, like, all afternoon, So, welcome to the LockerGnome Daily Report. I've never been to Amsterdam. I am wearing it on my shirt. However, I understand it's a nice place to be, this Amsterdam place. I hear they have amazing coffee shops, too. You know what I'm saying? Didn't I say this was PG at the beginning of the broadcast? I did warn them. I did tell them, honestly. If they weren't listening, it wasn't my fault. I don't even know who made this, really, so don't ask. I didn't get it in Amsterdam. I don't know where it came from. It just magically showed up in my closet. Are UAVs, drones, available to the general public, and could this become dangerous? Asks Harrison. Is that unassisted vehicles? Unassisted aerial vehicles? Is that what UAV would be short for? I don't know if I'd say it's dangerous. If I saw something floating out there that I wasn't expecting to see floating, I'd be a little concerned. But you would probably see something floating by, I'd imagine. Unless they get really, really, really tiny, or they're so far away but have amazing optics so that they can see you from that far away. I don't know if it'd become dangerous necessarily, unless everybody starts to get them and then, they run into each other and then catch on fire and fall down on people and burn dogs and stuff. Or cats. They could burn cats too. I don't know too much about it other than just regular public safety issues around it. Be cool tech, wouldn't you want something that could fly? Like, and then kind of puttered around. We had I've been training my chapstick. Actually, it's not it's just apparently needs more training. It's working on the hovering part. It's got the whole up down thing, but the whole needs a little work. Sorry about that, Wicked. I didn't mean to give you brain damage there. Speaking of brain damage, let's go over to LockerGnome.com, shall we? Because you never know what you're going to see there. Crazy people, really, that we love bringing into the fold as writers for the content that we publish there. How to tell if your teen is browsing adult sites. So take a look there. Feel free to share it with others if you are so inclined, as I just did there. The number one clue that your teen is browsing adult websites is when you walk into their room, they have a naked picture on their screen. That's I would say the telltale sign that your teen is browsing adult websites. Really, the photo proof there. I'm not going to say it's a natural thing. I think most boys are curious around that age. We would rather have them browsing, say, more geeky matter online. Would you be more concerned that they were watching me in a video online instead of adult websites? Some people are really, they hate me that way. They just, what? You're watching Chris? No! Turn him off! Get turned on! Go to that website over there. Hopefully there are no parents out there who would do anything like that. But, I didn't have websites when I was a kid. Let me tell you, probably would not have had a career had I had access to the web way back in the day. Oh, it's definitely not limited to boys. Not saying that. Okay, didn't mean girls could watch adult websites too. Although they're seemingly very rare. I could have used that information when I was a kid, but we didn't have the internet really back then. Having access to technology gives you access to just about everything else. Now, there are certain signs and symptoms that your teen is likely up to no good. Some questions you might ask yourself. Do they browse the web with the door closed? Are you watching this video with the door closed? What are you doing in there? I'm watching Chris Pirillo, Dad. What? Chris Pirillo, he's doing a live show on YouTube talking about teenagers browsing adult websites. Don't watch me with the door closed. In fact, that is a command. That is a directive. Okay? Keep the door open. They're shutting the door. Something fishy going on in there. He's like, I don't know you no more. You shut the door. You're always open. You're browsing the Teletubbies. Now you shut the door. Have they rearranged their room so the monitor faces away from the door? See, I can't hide anything. This is my desk here. Gigantic screen. So anything I'm browsing, Diana automatically sees in the other room. I've thought about this, rearranging things. One of the reasons I have an iMac just off camera here, facing the way it is, because I have a live video feed at live.pirillo.com, and I may be doing something over there. Doing something. Nothing that I shouldn't be doing. It's just that I may not want to show it on the live stream. Here, it's just like regular old email and chat and whatnot. So, things to keep in mind there. Do they get nervous and uncomfortable when you use their computer? And let me tell you, Diana and I, we have a strict don't use my computer policy around here. Many people don't realize this. I lost a pinky, and it was because I used her iPad, even after asking. She said no, and I should have listened. But I know many people are, what? And they're going to rewind the video. I'm like, wait, I swear his pinky was there just 2 minutes ago. The idea, though, that adults should have full access to your computer is an idea I can stand behind. If you live by the rules of somebody else, if you're not paying your bills, and you are living with your parents or what have you, as a kid, as a child, not as an adult, that's a completely different story. I think they should have full access to your computer, even if they don't know what's going on. And they could screw it up. Admittedly, they could screw it up, but, you're living there, dude. And, there are rules. You may have a parent who's more lackadaisical with the way they approach things. Hopefully they're keeping an eye on you and the things that you're doing online. I certainly will. I know many people would say, Chris, could you be my dad? I wish Chris was my dad. I wish Diana was my mom. I know they're saying that, but you wouldn't want me as a parent. I'm going to be pretty strict. I am. I'm just going to let you know now. So you can rewind when I have a kid and see the fact that I am... give those Americans some ads. What? Was she running ads again?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a great idea.
Oh, it's a great idea, Diana says. Way to go. You brought it up there. Sorry. Woo. Is it running now? Mm-hmm. Okay. Great. Now you've ticked everybody else off. My parents never checked my computer, and there's no reason why they should. I'm clean. I keep the door open when I watch porn. Indeed, PC 509. I don't know if I would really admit that in public, but okay. My eye is on everything. Your live feed is not up. I'm sorry. Can we... hang on. I'm reading some more of these comments. It's interesting. If you want... Did that. They come and I change it to math. I get mad when my mom and dad... And then they stop. That was the end of their sentence. I get mad when my mom and dad. That was it. But it was something in relation to pink. It was the best color you could find for LockerGnome.com. Pink. Yeah, I'm not the only... Wizards blog on YouTube saw it too. Yeah, see? Okay, that's just wrong. Hopefully they were talking about the pink. I'm just not a fan of pink. Red? Cool. Blue? Yeah. Pink? I don't know. Just not my thing. Would you have a child? I think, could we have children, hon? Can we bear? Your biological clock is ticking. I hear it from here. It's digital, too, which is really weird. Digital clock shouldn't tick. I don't know how the hell she pulled that off. But, hey, she's a woman. They can do amazing things. They're like superheroes, these women. So, thank you. We have 105 likes. Appreciate that for the 204 people watching you, which makes me wonder, what are the 100 of you guys doing? Let me see your hands. Is that door open? Don't make me look at your computer. No, don't. Yeah, it's too late to erase your browsing history. I know what you've been watching me. And if you're ashamed of that, I don't blame you. Honestly, my parents don't even watch these shows. Kind of got to get to them. It got to them. I didn't mean to get to them that way, but I got to them, I guess. Blue is the most universally liked color. Then why does it make me angry? When I see blue, it's like... See? I'm angry. I saw blue there. That's why I have red. Red just calms me down, right? Now, actually, red is a very, I guess, aggressive type of color, is what they say. And I'm wearing red. Everywhere. Hang on. Oh, I'm mad at my underwear, hon. It's blue. That's about as adult as we're going to get. We all have to wear underwear, though. That's really, not really. Something green? Neon. Okay. That works. You're keeping the YouTube audience engaged. They have no idea what you're going to do next. Neither do I. I have no idea what I'm going to do next. Any other questions from the crowd as we're working our way through the LockerGnome Daily Report, talking about not watching things online, or what to do if you happen to catch someone watching something online? Don't freak out. Actually, I don't know if that tip was put into the article. That's my suggestion would be. Don't freak out. What do you think about Google Drive? I think it's very googly. Google Docs is not working on Chrome. Try restarting your browser, clearing cookies, cache, trying a different version of Chrome, checking extensions. Yeah, that's probably your problem there, is you got a rogue extension installed. How to add... no, we already answered that question. Not today, but earlier. No, answered that question. Nothing really on LockerGnome.net right now. Everything's kind of been answered, which is a good thing. I like being able to answer questions. Anything happening in the news today? Oh, apparently RIM is going to be shipping Blackberries. Still, I thought they were dead. Anybody else think that RIM was dead? Raise your hand. I know it's difficult for us. Did you guys think RIM was dead? It was dead. Just raise your hand. Well, of course you thought it was dead. Wicket, did you hear him? He's growling. He's not very happy about that. He liked the competition. I was like, dude, now I don't even come here. I'll pop you in the nose. Probably shouldn't threaten him when he's coming my way, huh? Wait till he's here and then do it and then say, that's what you get. Come here, Wicket. I got something fun for you. Did you hear that? It's the doorbell. What do we get? What do we get? You never know what's going to happen on these live shows. All right, while she's going to get that package at the front door, better not be those people peddling Jesus again. They're lucky they didn't get recorded on the vlog the other day. This close. This close. The Pirate Bay was banned by most British ISPs today. There's some news for you. Well, technology droid, that is interesting. It's not really surprising. Piracy is just not a good thing. It's not something you generally would brag about. It's kind of not legal. And even if it was legal, it's kind of morally questionable. I don't know why it's a big deal that they're blocking it. You shouldn't be pirating stuff. And even if you were, don't brag about it. I just don't understand why people brag about it. That's just like, writing some kind of document and misspelling every word and bragging that you misspelled every word. Just doesn't really... Hang on. What'd you get? 2-pack? Bring them up here! She's hoarding the packages. What'd we get? Are you out of breath? How big are they? Mother of God! What the hell did we get?
The top one's mine.
The top one's yours. What do you mean the top one's yours? What the hell is it?
Oh, it's my face scrubs.
Your face scrubs?
Exfoliators.
Exfoliators? Mm-hmm. Why don't you ever keep your foliators? Why are they always exfoliators? You break up with your foliators way too frequently, hun, for my liking. Has me a little concerned. All right, I probably should not be slicing with the blade towards me. That's okay. I'm doing it anyway. I like living on the edge. Let's see here. Any guesses? Ow, ow. Any guesses? Any guesses as to what this is? It's a box full of Lysol dual action scrubbers.
That's not fun.
Oh yeah, that was far from fun. We have enough to last us from here into the hereafter.
People said it was Lego.
No Lego. We'll be doing Lego this Friday though for the vlog. R2-D2's out, the new R2-D2, and they've got the special edition minifig available this Friday and Saturday only. So I'm going to try to get both those things at the same time. Whoa!
What?
It's a Dukes of Hazzard box. You don't get it, do you? Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? The Dukes of Hazzard box, because it said Bo on the side. You still didn't get... Never mind.
Bo and Link.
Wow! Did you Google it or did someone say something?
Team Wardo.
Oh, thank you, Team Wardo. Or I could say, oh, it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle weapon. Where's my katana? I only have a bow. Does the Lysol have a USB slot? It does not. It is not a box of prawn. She gets it. I got it. It's good. See? I wasn't just a good old boys.
Lots of Lysol.
Never needing. Okay, so moving on. Now that we've had no questions whatsoever come in from the community, you guys are just watching me mess around. We're going to move on to the next article posted at LockerGnome.com. How to use advanced sharing in Windows 7. Now, this is interesting. And I gotta ask, here's a poll. I've got the article here. How to use advanced sharing in Windows 7, which I hope you guys have shared already. If you are a fan of Windows. How many Windows 7 users are out there in the audience right now? How many? And I gotta give them a couple seconds. There are ways that you can set up advanced sharing, read, change, full control. We kind of dive in a little deeper into what you may want to be setting up for Windows 7. But I'm curious to know, and I do this frequently enough, like which version of Windows are you using if you're using Windows? Are you guys using Windows 7? Vista, man, that's like bragging about misspellings. Ah, yuck, buh. JR89 is Windows 7 user. Team Wardo, OS 10, don't be sorry. I'm a Mac and I hate Windows. Windows 7 on 4 machines. Does that make, what's 7 times 4? 24? Is it 28? 7 times 4? She's right. It's 28. Big Will 4045 says, yep, I am. Every Subject 100 says, I am. Carol 710 there on YouTube, I use Windows 7. Drifter Pro says, I'm on Windows 7 64-bit. Psychic says, Windows 7 FTW for common PC users. Me says Family 8626. Mike Miller says Windows 7 x64. A lot of Windows 7 users here. Remery Birth using Windows 7 64-bit. That's quite interesting. Windows 7 because I can't afford a Mac says GLR 26591. What's up with like people using like numbers in their usernames? That's crazy. Using 7 and XP right now. I'm content. Wow, that's kind of nice. You're bridging the gap. It's kind of like you're afraid to move forward. Is that why you use both? Biosual? Is that what you would call yourself? Being able to live in both the world of Windows 7 and Windows XP. So we've set up a little guide just for you on LockerGnome.com talking about advanced file sharing. Which may just take a look at it, if you haven't reviewed it in a while. And it may be less for those geeky people in the crowd, more for those who just need that kind of information and aren't really sure where to begin with it. So we certainly love surfacing that kind of knowledge that could help you set up the advanced sharing there in Windows 7. Not so much helpful for Windows XP or Mac users this time around. 5 new computer buying myths. Myths? You're supposed to say yes. Forget it. It's too late. It's a Muppet thing. Myths. Yes. Am I the only one who remembers? I'm pulling like this nostalgic stuff like everywhere here. 5 new computer buying myths. Number 1, graphics cards with more memory are better. No. That's not the case. It may have more memory, yes, but if the graphic card kind of sucks or it has other bottlenecks, well, you can throw as much RAM as you want to onto that thing. It's not going to get any better. I remember when I first started to get into PCs, video cards had 4 megs of RAM. You could upgrade to an 8 meg video card. Amazing. 16 megs. Woo! Smoking. I learned very quickly that, an optimized driver, an optimized platform, everything, played into the value of that video card. Not just, the video card itself and having more memory. In fact, I had better performance on video cards with less memory than I did with certain cards that had more. On paper, more memory isn't always better. You got to do your research. I'm not going to say, which one's better? Well, it's going to change every week, as a new video card's released. Another myth, and you guys probably saw this one coming a mile away. In fact, if you haven't, did you guys see this one coming a mile away? Right here on LockerGnome.com. There, you see it. It's not even a mile away. Right there. A foot away. 5 new computer buying myths. This is what I'm going off of right now, having this discussion with you. And before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and +1 that so that my Google Plus circlers can see it. Processor speed is best measured by its gigahertz rating. No, not so much. So, as Intel has continued to develop processors, they release new processors that seem to be slower than the processors that came before them because less gigahertz. Well, that doesn't mean that they're slower processors. It means they've been optimized differently. They don't have to run as fast to get more speed out of them. Now we're not talking about Moore's Law speed, but more speed. So don't just look at something and say, wow, that's got more gigahertz than the other one. It must be better. No. And if you've been experienced with buying computers, you probably know this stuff. This is really, again, for those who are asking questions like this. What should I get? Is more better? Send them this guide. Help them make that purchasing decision. Sorry, I kind of failed all the way through that sentence. I apologize for that. Size is all that matters on hard drives. It's not the size that matters. Right, hun? How many times have I said this to you? It's not the size that counts. It's how you use it. It's not all that matters. Speed matters as well. And there's speed that can certainly count. I would say that for most computers, it's not the CPU or memory that's a bottleneck. It's usually a hard drive. And that's why I've been pushing more and more people to SSDs, replacing the hard drive, if only for the massive speed boost. in performance that comes with going SSD over a hard drive. Higher price means better performance. No. Huh? How else can I say that? 9! Not 9 the number, but like the German no! Yet! You can spend twice as much and have something that's half as crappy or twice as crappy. You've got to take a look at what you want, what your budget is, quality of components, service, potentially packaging around it. I don't mean like how it ships, but like it comes with a software package, some extra doodads or whatnots. And really look at what you're getting. And you may be saving a lot of money, but what are you giving up? I mean, I wouldn't say that if you're in a store and you see a computer that's $1,000, another one that says $800, why does this one cost $200 more? Is it really a brand name, or is it better hardware, slightly better hardware? Seemingly. You got to do your research, and PCs aren't really like cars in the sense that, I have a 2012 car. So another person can have the exact same car. Yes, computers can be built that way, but there's so many options within these computers that you can have 5 of the computer that look exactly the same lined up against one another, and each one of them has different components. Bigger hard drives, faster processors, more memory. You have to kind of pick and choose what's going to work best for you. A rule of thumb that I go by is get what you can afford. That's my professional opinion. Lay down a budget and decide what you can get for that budget. When we go to get Diana an iMac, and the reason why is because she's been using iMovie to edit the vlogs, which nobody has been complaining about. It's nice screen, nice hardware. They haven't done a revision lately. I know it's going to be pretty expensive. That's one of the reasons why we're looking for a sponsor specifically for it. But I know that we're going to kind of pick and choose how much memory's in there. The hard drive space, for backups, and she'd likely be backing up a lot of the stuff to an external hard drive. Her primary disk may very well be an SSD, depending on how it comes out, but we're going to start with a budget and kind of go from there. So just a few other guidelines that we posted on the article. I think a lot of you guys would appreciate this, if only because, I'm not kidding, we posted this article this morning, and look at the comments. Look at how many comments have come in. It's insane. Like, the list kind of goes on, and people are commenting on that particular blog post. So a lot of opinions surrounding the myths of buying a new computer. Thank you, everybody, for participating with that. You could all chip in money for the iMac and do more. We donate the bigger the logo on Diana's wall. Yeah, it's interesting. We're going to turn Diana's home office into a NASCAR. She's laughing. She's like, I don't think so. Are you buying a Thunderbolt backup drive for her? I don't know if we need to buy it. Seagate has sent a couple over. So I've done those reviews at different points in the past. You can probably go back and watch them. Tablet computers of the future. Okay, what do you want to see in tablet computers? What do you guys think about this? Leave comments here, Newbies, YouTubies. Diana's calling you YouTubies, guys. That's not my title for you. Tablet computers of the future. Features we would like to see. Here you go. Take a look at the article. Let me go ahead and type this. While reading a report from ComScore last night, I was not surprised to learn that the Amazon Kindle Fire commands over 50% market share of the Android tablet market. This is noted at the top of the article. But really, what was surprising to Ron, the guy who wrote this article, revealed by the same report, is that these Android tablets, the following Android tablets, have lost market share. Samsung Galaxy Tab, the entire family. Motorola Zoom, shocker there. Asus Transformer. I know people who've had that device, and some have been very happy with it. A lot of people have been disappointed. One guy tried to sell it to me last night for like $500. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, you're going to pay me $500 to take that off your hands? Sure, no problem there. To the Toshiba AT100, the Acer Picasso, Acer Iconia, Dell Streak, Lenovo IdeaPad Tablet K1, Sony Tablet S, which recently was upgraded to ice cream sandwich. It's one of the very few ice cream sandwich devices on the planet. So what would you like to see in a tablet computer? More memory? Yeah. A holographic keyboard? I don't know. I think that would annoy me more than anything. Ron has these suggestions. A screen size 7 to 9 inches seems to be prime for him. Increasing the processor speed, I'd like to see that. More memory, yeah, that's kind of a given. Larger onboard storage. possibly even an SD slot or some kind of removable media slot, and then an HDMI port, like a micro HDMI port. Some people had asked for features like this. Joe Izzard suggested built-in support for services like Dropbox, Google Drive, Box, etc. That would be neat. I don't know if Google would be doing that anytime soon other than Google Drive or Microsoft beyond using SkyDrive services, but it'd still be nice to have those features built in for saving files onto. R.A. Goretzky, a longtime LockerGnome supporter, suggests accelerometers, magnetometers, Geiger counter, air pressure, and temperature sensors. Well, I guess. A high-efficiency solar cell on the back might be a nice top-off. That'd be cool. I mean, how would you like to have a smartphone that had some kind of solar collector built in? So that you could just, set it out, leave it in the sun, and then pick it up and be charged. It'd be neat. I think it'd be neat. How about a laser game that you can play on your desk? That would be it'd be cool if this thing had a laser pointer built in. But of course, you can probably get a case that has like a laser pointer. I know it's a phone! Don't pee in my Cheerios, Cyber Tourniquet. We're talking about what we'd want to see in a future tablet. So what do the YouTubies want to see here? Nobody. No, that wasn't the right thing. Augmented reality? Well, that's more of an app thing. It's less of a hardware thing. USB and Thunderbolt ports? I really don't miss those ports as much as I thought I would. See here. I go for the tables and smartphones will dominate the world. Oh, I don't know. I guess someone was suggesting he likes tablets. Let's see here. Any other suggestions for tablets? What they want to see? No, that people are saying that tablet PCs would be good for business. Well, yes, they are. Flash support, at least in Apple, that's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. Flash is dead. I don't know if you guys caught the memo. Flash is dead. And anybody who still uses Flash, man, it's like you're an old fart. Use Flash. Come on. It's dead. It is. It really is. Microsoft wants to get rid of it. Apple's definitely wanting to get rid of it. Google, it's like one of those things that they have to deal with but would rather not deal with inside of Google Chrome. I think the hope would be that we would see tablet computers continue to advance with different hardware feature. I think lighter, faster, more affordable. I'd imagine those features are coming down the pike. I'm really interested in seeing what Google releases for their tablet later this summer. I believe it's going to be powered by Chrome OS, and I've illustrated why it probably will not be running. Fine, you guys want to see it? Fine, I'll do it again. You want to know why I'm saying that Google will likely ship a tablet computer with Chrome OS. If you go into Google Chrome, and I'm using a dev build here, and you type in about:/flags, or you launch the flags page, look at those two bottom options. Touch optimized UI and enable touch events. Why would they be doing that in Chrome? Why would they be making that available in the Chrome OS if there's no tablet Chrome OS computer? I'm guessing there will be. And you know what? I'm going to go a step further, and I'm guessing that Google will price the Chrome OS tablet at $200. Because why? Because they want to compete with Amazon. And I'm guaranteeing those things will sell. $200, people will buy it. It's a web browser. But Google also has apps. They've got their app store. If I go here to the Chrome extensions and go to possibly get more extensions, I can go to their store online and get apps for the browser. Each one of these is an app. And just like I could do that on Android, I can now do that on Google Chrome. Or at some point, Chrome OS on a tablet computer, priced at $200. So they're making the case, and I think a Google Chrome OS tablet will come around for $200 or less within a year's time. It's just a prediction. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident. Not that trust me, I'm wrong very frequently. Thank God no one checks on me at all, except for my wife. She checks on me all the time. She makes sure she tells me that I'm wrong.
Maybe they're gonna start believing.
No, I'm kidding. I was being facetious. Or face-tious, as it looks like. Have you ever spelled out facetious? It looks like face-tious. Facetious. She's a loving wife, and I got very... What?
I'm like...
She's pointing her finger at me. You're a wonderful wife. You're a great wife. Sorry. You can't... come a little closer and they can see your finger coming in the... No, they don't see you yet.
Well,
come
know.
closer. Come closer. Oh, they know?
I'm giving you this
Oh, she's giving me the finger. Not the finger. finger, the waggy finger. This is the middle finger there, right there, and this is the waggy finger. This is the wife finger. Index finger. No, the wife finger. This is what I get. I can hear it from the other room. Because it's cutting through the air. And then when she rolls her eyes, it makes it sound like I can hear them in her head. You guys will understand this when you're married. If you're married. I'm dissuading everybody from ever wanting to go down that path. See here, what else do we have on LockerGnome.com today? What did I miss? Humble beginnings in web development advice for newbies. Now this was kind of nice, a guest blog article. The free software portal is recommended here. If you're looking for a beginner course, to me, with web development, the way I started was, I looked at what someone else is doing, looked at their code, and realized how their code was constructed and then what it did. And then, did my best to not copy it, but to consider it when I was going to do it on my own. Because you can't learn anything from copying somebody else. You can only learn something if you're doing it yourself. And a lot of my web development has been that. I was like, wow, I like that. How do they do that? Oh, this. Okay, then let me see if I can do that here. And then I constructed something that is original, that I took inspiration from somebody else to do. There are a lot of ways that you can learn how to do what it is that you want to do. I think the days of being a webmaster are long over. You really have to be a master in not just hosting, but potentially, advanced design or programming to be considered a success compared to the array of options that are out there. But platforms like WordPress have made it insanely simple for anybody to set up a website. And software like Artisteer, which I've recommended countless times over, go.tagjag.com/artisteer. Make it easy for anybody to generate their own theme so that they don't actually have to go in and code and color and design and do anything like that. The software does it for you. It's so easy, but it's still important to know the elements, the foundation upon which all of that can be done. If you just use programs that do all the work for you, you're not really learning anything. You got to get in there, get your hands dirty, and I'd certainly recommend that even for those of you wanting to begin in web development today. A few other suggestions, really advice for newbies over there on LockerGnome.com. If you know of a newbie who wants to get started with web development, this article may make a good starting point. I've got a few other resources that may provide some suggestions as well. And of course, more information on LockerGnome.com. The last thing that I wanted to cover there on LockerGnome, if you guys weren't reading along, they were reading along, right, hun?
Yeah.
No, they weren't. No, I don't think they were reading along. I know they're ignoring it. 3 strategies for work-life balance. Which is yours? This is a good one. This is a really good one. So let me go ahead and +1 that before I forget. Get it shared on social media. Just like, who else did it here? Jamie Bouch, Robert Glenn Fogarty, and Daniel Bushore. Thank you so much. So we've started to do these vlogs every day, and they've been a lot of fun, admittedly, and it's taken a lot to do. Video takes time. We're thinking about where do we need to record, what's good, what's going to work, what's not going to work. We stick with certain things. Some things end up on the cutting room floor, but it's really caused our work-life balance to be blurred, I would say. It has been horrible. I mean, we're having fun doing it, aren't we, honey? Mm-hmm. At least I'm having fun. It can be stressful at times, but it's kind of giving us things to do too. Like, ooh, what should we do? Ooh, let's go here. So like tonight we're going to a place that I'm not going to tell you about. It'll be in tomorrow's vlog. But I think we've done a pretty good job at keeping work and keeping personal. It's never bled between the two. I think it's going to be interesting to see how the vlog continues to roll, and hopefully it will gain or continue to gain traction with you, our community, our audience. But at some point we may have to really take a hard look at the work-life balance. So some of the suggestions as posed in this particular article, in a study of how employed undergraduates, so people who are employed, at this the particular university most commonly deal with the stress involved with balancing their education and workplace responsibilities. 3 strategies emerge: problem-focused, emotion-focused, and avoidance. And I think a lot of people get stuck in the avoidance category. And I do my best to stay problem-focused. Like if something happens, I'm like, okay, let's solve the problem. Here's the issue. Let's get through it. To get to the other side. I tend not to avoid things when it comes to problems at all. Don't I, honey? What are you doing? Are you playing with lower thirds again?
No.
Oh, are you reading YouTube comments again? Oh, she's reading YouTube comments again. She's blocking people, I think. Like, are you really? She's going block, 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 block. Well, nothing you can do about it. So, does anybody else have that problem? The work-life balance. I think it's a bigger issue for those of us who work at home, I think, than anything else. Oh, you're welcome, Ed. Doing vlogs has caused it to be even more of an issue because we're doing so much of our personal life and it's become professional. I mean, right? If I'm putting it on to the YouTube channel, it's definitely one of those things that is more professional than anything else. And so the Pirillo vlogs, I would say are working well and would hopefully continue to work well, but without any interruptions. We should be able to keep that line clearly separated with our personal and professional life. It'll be interesting to watch, though. I'm sure we're gonna screw things up, but it's there's nothing we can do, right? We can't just stop vlogging, even though this is the funny thing. So one of the comments in the most recent vlog: do you think you can get back to talking tech now? I don't mind the vlogs once in a while, but the tech talk is far better. What do you think I've been doing this past hour or trying to do? Hello? We do it every day for an hour live or so, give or take, answering your questions. You had a choice. Huh? What? Oh, you weren't paying attention? Oh, I'm sorry. Pay attention. It's pretty easy to do, and it's free. Yeah, you can pay for something that's not even, gonna cost you anything anywhere. Yeah, like I'd charge for this. So there's the tech talk for the day. Didn't really have any questions. Didn't have any other news to reports other than that whole BlackBerry thing, which really wasn't news in my estimation. Twitter's doing something new with Discovery, though nobody's using it. Have you ever used Discovery on Twitter, hun? No, neither have I. I don't know anybody who has. They're trying to make it better to discover further content. No new questions on LockerGnome.net. No new questions from Nomies. Any questions from YouTubies? That's what Diana's calling them.
YouTube.
Any YouTubey questions? I don't think so. Not sure. It's no questions that we haven't necessarily answered already. Why don't you post the TLDR 5-minute clips to YouTube anymore? Because why? I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just that we would rather just post a couple of videos. And you can watch this live, long video, even after it's live, if you really, really are interested. We want to dedicate a lot of time and attention to this YouTube channel to our vlog. If only because it's tracked far better than any one of the videos, really, that we've done that are related to technology. So if you like the TLDR discussions around the articles, around technology and the questions and the geekery, this is the time for you. So you can maximize it. Thank you for asking that question, and I'm sure I'm going to have to answer it 1 billion times over. And every time I do, I'm going to see people. It's funny. We already answered some of the questions in the vlog, and they're asking the questions again. Guess which question they're asking that we answered in the vlog? How did you meet Diana? Oh, if only we answered that in the vlog the other day. Oh. Dang it. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Thank you for the shares, the tweets, the likes, anything you do to get the word out about what it is that we do. Awesome. Stay tuned for the vlog. It'll be uploaded not long after this particular broadcast. I will be popping over to live.pirillo.com to have some kind of conversation with the Nomies, assuming they want to talk about something, although it doesn't seem that they want to talk about anything lately. There's no real topic at hand. But I promised that I would do that. And so I'm going to make myself available for a good 10 to 15 minutes over there. And thank you for the likes. 154 likes. Not bad, I would say. I'm very happy with that. If we hit 200, over a TLDR broadcast, I am really happy with that. And it's difficult to do because we know everybody gets busy. We know there's only so much we can talk about in the day, and we try to keep it under an hour. We do our best. People say longer vlogs and shorter TLDRs. Well, we'll see. Until the mood shifts, until our strategy shifts, TLDR will be for discussions about technology, and the rest of the channel will be more personal in nature, vloggy, because people seem to like the vlogs. Not going to change them. Not going to stop doing that. Every day. Every day. Weekdays live. Well, except for the live.pirillo.com. That's live. That's live all the time. Or it should be live all the time. Is it live right now? No idea. It's live right now. So, thank you for tuning in. If you've not yet subscribed to the LockerGnome email newsletter, I don't know what you're waiting for. Consider this your personal invitation. Thank you for your support, and thank you for reading, even if you think it's TLDR. The LockerGnome Daily Report, also short for Too Long Didn't Read. We do appreciate those who do read and do comment in the articles that we spend an insane amount of time working on for you. We're doing this for you. So if no one else has told you today, thank you. Okay, so now I got to get ready to go over to the chat room and mix it up. Feel free to join me in the chat if you want. We're live. Not just this live video feed, which is about to not be live, but even after this video feed is live. We still have a live video feed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.